Hello everyone, welcome back to your GRE preparation with Infinity Education. Today in our 27th class, we will learn about the circle. Now let's see. So if this is a circle with radius r, so radius is actually it is a line from the center of the circle to any point on the circumference. So diameter of the circle, that is 2r, and diameter also is the longest chord. Chord is basically joining 2 points inside the circumference. So area formula of a circle is pi r square. So the value for pi is fixed, that is 3.14 or 22 by 7. Circumference equals to 2 into pi into r. Again pi as 22 by 7 or 3.14 and r being the radius. Equation of a circle is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. So if I can write an equation like this form, so we are getting center as h comma k and radius as r. So there is a part by whole formula. Now let's see how does that work. So if I consider this is one more radius and this is the angle, right, or central angle. So with respect to that particular small central angle, we can have this small sector area, and with respect to that, this will be our small arc length. So they should be always in the direct proportion. If the central angle increases, the sector area and the arc length will increase, and if the central angle decreases, the sector area and the arc length will decrease in the same ratio. There is one more theorem, that is what is called central angle to the circumference angle. So we know the central angle is twice of the circumference angle. Now let's see with some of the example. The radius of circle x is 1 by 2r and the radius of circle y is 1 by 6r. What is the ratio of the area of circle x to the circle y? Okay, so we can see there is a variable, that is r. So we can take a value for the variable. Let us consider r equals to 6. Okay, now let us see the information one by one. It is given the radius of circle x is 1 by 2r. So I'm getting radius of x equals to 1 by 2 into 6. So now if I do the simplification, I will be getting 2 and 6 will this, so 3 will be the output. So the radius of x we are getting as 3 when we have considered r equals to 6. The radius of circle y is 1 by 6r. So by the same logic, if we put r equals to 6, so we are having this 1 by 6 into 6, so 6 cancel. So 1 is the radius of circle y when r equals to 6. Now the question is asking what is the ratio of area of circle x to the area of circle y. So I first have to calculate the area of x and the area of y. So as we know, the area formula is pi r square. So area of circle x should be pi into 3 square, that is 9 pi. And area of circle y as pi into 1 square, that is pi. So now we are getting ratio of area of x to y as 9 pi is to pi, that is 9 is to 1. So E should be the answer to the question. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's see with one more example. In the circle above, chord XZ has a length of 6. If the length of arc XYZ is equals to 1/6 of the circumference of the circle, what is the area of the circle? Okay, so it is given XZ has a length of 6. So I am writing 6 over there. Length of arc XYZ is equals to 1/6 of the circumference of the circle. So if I make this small central angle, that is X, O and Z, so X, O, Z being the central angle, right? And the length of arc is given as, so length of arc XYZ given as 1/6 of the circumference. So now we can use the part by whole formula. So if we don't know the central angle, so we are considering that as x. So the arc length should be 1/6 of the circumference. So that is 1/6 of 2 pi r. So now if we cancel this 2 pi r, 2 pi r, so we are left with x equals to 1/6 into 360. Now if we do the simplification, we are receiving angle x as 60 degree. Now as we have received AXOZ, that is central angle as 60 degree. Now of this, so we are getting of this triangle XOZ, we know OZX plus OXZ should be 120 degree, because we know sum of the internal angle of a triangle is 180. So if we are getting XOZ as 60, so OXZ and OZX should be 120. We also know XO equals to OZ because they both of them are radius. So we are getting this as an isosceles triangle. Now like the previous one, so whenever there is an isosceles triangle, so the corresponding angle of the equal side should be equal. So we are getting OZX equals to OXZ equals to 60 degree. So now we can say this is an equilateral triangle, and side for all the equilateral triangle are same. So we are getting OZ as 6 and OX as 6. So that is radius equals to 6. Now the question is asking what is the area of circle? Now that you can easily calculate with the formula pi r square. So that we are getting pi into r as 6. So pi into 6 square, that is 36 pi. So D being the answer to the question. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's see with one more example. So there is a figure. In the figure above, triangle ABC is inscribed in a circle. The measure of angle ABC is greater than 85 degree and lesser than 95 degree. And area of the circle is given as 49 pi. Okay. So there is a, we can see this is a quantcom question. So we must write the ABCD first. Now it is given area of circle as 49 pi. So as we know, the formula for the area of a circle is pi r square. So we can put, so pi r square is 49 pi. So if we do the simplification, we are getting the r equals to 7, that is radius as 7. So as we know, diameter of is double of radius. So we are getting diameter as 2 into 7, that is 14. Okay. Now measure of angle ABC is greater than 85 degree and lesser than 95 degree. Now as we know, the central angle and circumference angle theorem, that central angle is twice of the circumference angle. Now if we are considering that AC as the diameter which is passing through the center, so if AC, the straight line is making 180 degree, so the circumference angle should be 90 degree. Now we must take the reference for this one. Now it is given ABC is greater than 85 and lesser than 95. So if we consider ABC as 90 degree, that means AC should pass through the diameter because it is passing through the center, AC being the diameter. Now AC will be diameter, so they will make 180 degree only when I'm getting the circumference as a 90 degree. So I can say AC as 14 now, and quantity B was given as 14, so both of them are equal. So I can eliminate A and B. Now if I take any other value for angle ABC except 90, like 88 or 92 or 93 or 86 as well, whatever the value for the AC should be, it have to be lesser than 14 because AC will not be the diameter anymore. So quantity A should be lesser than 40 and quantity B is 14. So we can say quantity B is greater. So now I can eliminate C and D is the answer to the question. So understanding this question is very much important. Again, I am repeating. Here we have done with the central angle to the circumference angle theorem. So if we are considering the circumference angle as 90 degree, so the central angle have to be 180 degree and the central angle is a 180 degree, then only we can say AC being the diameter. So when AC is the diameter, that will be have the longest as chord. That's why we have considered both of them are equal and we have eliminated A and B. Now on the second case, we are getting, if we are considering ABC is not equals to 90, it can be any lesser value than 90 or more value like 92, 93 or 86 or 88. So the length of AC have to be lesser than 14. So now quantity B is greater, so we can eliminate C and D is the answer. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's see with one more example. In the circle with radius of 5 is graphed in the rectangular coordinate system such that the center of the circle is at the origin. Which of the following point would lie outside the circle? Indicate all such points. So here we have to check for all the options one by one. Now let's see. Circle with a radius of 5 is graphed in the rectangular coordinate system. So we have drawn a circle with a radius of 5. Center at the origin. So center we have considered as 0, 0. So now the question is, which of the following point would lie outside the circle? That means we are looking for the point which distance is more than 5 from the center. Then only they will lie outside the circle. Now we know the distance formula is under root of y2 minus y1 square plus x2 minus x1 square. Now let us calculate each of the individual. So we are getting the first one as, so if the 2 points are 0, 0 and -5, -1. So we are getting under root of -5 minus -0 whole square plus -1 minus -0 whole square. That is under root of 26. So we know under root of 26 is more than 5. So that should be one of the answer. The next one is -3, -4. Now, if we put the value -3, -4 and 0, 0, it will look like this. Under root of -3, -0 minus -0 whole square plus -4, -0 whole square. That is under root of 25. That is 5, which is equals to 5. So if I'm having this point, so this point should be over the circumference. It will not more than 5. So I can eliminate. The next one is -3, 4. So if I put -3, 4 in the equation, we will get -3, -0 whole square plus 4, 0 whole square. So if we do simplification, we will receive that under root of 25. Again, that is equivalent to 5. So I can eliminate because I'm looking for more than 5. The next option is 2, 3. So if we put 2, 3 and 0, 0 in this equation, we will receive 2 minus 0 whole square plus 3 minus 0 whole square. So we are having that under root of 11. Again, that is lesser than 5. So I can eliminate this one as well. Now the next one is 2, 4. So if we consider 2 point as 2, 4 and 0, 0. And if we put into the equation, we will have 2 minus 0 square plus 4 minus 0 square. That is under root of 20, which is less than 5. So I can eliminate. And the last option is 5, 2. Now, if you consider the distance of the 5, 2 and 0, 0, that will be under root of 5 minus 0 whole square plus 2 minus 0 whole square. So if we do the simplification, it will be root under 29, which is more than 5. So that should be one of the answer to the question. I hope the question is clear. Now, after doing the 4th question, your understanding of a little bit about the circle is clear. Now, if you have any doubt from the class topic that we have done today, or if you are practicing any other question from different sources as well, and if you have any doubt from there as well, you can put that question here into the comment section. Thank you, everyone. Happy learning.